चलो आवाज आ रहा है ये माइक में
I'm not a fan of how they rotate around the map and such. Like, really, this event, day one, they shut me up. Okay, I used to be one of the biggest critiques of Ralph and his jetting style. But these 2-2 splits we've seen throughout the entire tournament have been, well, entire tournament, 6 games so far, but very impressive stuff, especially on a wrangle. If they maintain this kind of composure and momentum, I think a spot in the top 5 is definitely possible for them to maintain until the end of today.
And that's one thing that we're going to be keeping a close eye on. As I said earlier, top 5 will be moving on directly to the finals. And if we were to compare, as we're here on the second page now, if we were to compare 5 to 6, which OG is currently in 6, they're only separated by just 2 points, which can change in a matter of the first game. That is going to be so tight towards the end of the day, and also towards the bottom of the 3. We heard it too. X-Force needs to do something, and I got a chance to talk to the players, and they were saying that they're currently just having bad communications. Not the time to have that right now, X-Force.
No, it's really not. I have such high hopes still for X-Force here, 7. I do think that if they can bounce back today, we could see a massive, massive difference, and maybe even getting out of the out of the bottom 3, rather.
What's something that you would like to see X-Force do?
More proactivity, not aggression, proactivity. I want to see them do more and think and plan ahead a little bit more than they are. stats. You can see the stats on screen here. But I want to also mention here that these rotations are also really, really interesting when you think about these two teams side by side, right? Both of them do wraparound rotations. They will take a different entry point to where they are in the circle or outside of the circle to make sure they get that good entry point. They also avoid teams in that early to mid phase. However, the difference comes with their splits, right? 4 thrives like a really structured 1-3, 2-2, very, very disciplined. Go, on the other hand, here, Max, they like to spread out. They are a little bit looser with what they're doing.
I really like what we've seen from Go Team, but they're very do or die going into these games, right? Or you get yourself a massive chicken dinner, you get all those placement points, everything for yourself. Really good times for them. But otherwise, if you look at the games where they don't get chicken dinners, no placement points, very low eliminations, they're very topsy-turvy, very inconsistent, which can make up for your bad performances. But Go Teams and Team, I want to see how their bad games are going to go. Not their wins, because you clearly know, right, that they can get chicken dinners. They got 2 actually on day 1, but your bad games get 3, 4, 5 points. That will definitely keep you consistently at the top of these rankings.
And it's something to keep an eye on because all the placement points have come from those wins that they were able to get yesterday. Nothing outside of those wins. And with when you're talking about 4 thrives, you got to talk about 2 damage, and guess who he's followed by, Max? None other than Falak.
Oh, the man with the golden hand. He's back in 2nd place. It's good to see some 4 thrives, Pakistani domination here at PMWC. And you know what? Noki, I do miss Noki at times. But then you see Huzaifa put up numbers like that, you're like, Noki's really good as a content
I don't miss
creator.
Noki.
But no, really good setup here overall. And also, if you go a little bit lower on the rankings, it's good to see a Chinese player up there, right? You got Flower H, and ever since really we didn't see Weibo make it with order, and so it's like, are we going to get any presence from China at the top? All gamers putting up big numbers, but not just Flower H, Niptura, also Maple.
Yeah, Maple has been incredible. I love watching him play. Very excited to see what he has for us today, 7.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Maple's going to be able to put up those numbers. One player that we actually got a chance to see there, as well as we're seeing right now on the screen, was Coops. Coops ended up showing up here for them, Natura.
Yes, he did. It was so nice to see that comeback from Coops that we've been waiting for forever, it feels like. And he's just really great addition to the team. We've been talking about Nigma Galaxy a little bit, but it feels like the team is just finally melded with him back on the squad here. So very, very fun to see that and how that evolves today.
Yeah, for them, it has to be that synergy that we were able to spot yesterday.
Yeah.
Remember, one fight that just stands out for me, and we even got a chance to talk about it with Coops, was when they were fighting with Lord. The synergy that they were having, one was throwing an A, one was pushing as well. That's what you want to see out of that squad that wants to be in the top 5.
That is an S tier push right there. Going on to the side of Ulf on the cliff side, you're making sure with that 2-2 split, you're not getting pushed by Go Teams. You're just making everything, you put all your eggs in separate baskets. I love that play from that squad, and I just hope we see a similar level of play today, because Nigma Galaxy finally, they're back on the map, 7. It is so nice to see.
I'm happy to see it, especially when they were getting that 2nd place, 3rd place in globals. Maybe in this one, with the way they're performing, they're going to be pushing for that 1st place and finally break out of that 2nd or 3rd. But one team that we've been keeping a close eye on is none other than OG. We've been wanting them to be aggressive, and they were able to showcase it here perfectly.
I want you guys to check out this clip, because right now what we wanted to see from Orangutan is confidence, willingness to be aggressive. Here, they get the knock right onto a play of Nigma Galaxy, and really they're surrounded. There's Ulf, there's Aurora in the distance. They don't have any option when they have their heels up against the wall. That is when they decide to get aggressive, and we love to see it, because here they get together, they get all fully focused on Nigma Galaxy, wrapping around the corner, and they just fully send it, fully committing to the engage, and they eliminate Nigma Galaxy like it was nothing. It was literally the best fight we've ever seen from an Indian team globally in years, it feels like. I want to see more of this, please, Orangutan. This was fantastic.
It was so nice. I mean, yes.
Very involved there, sorry.
I love it. I love it. I love the passion behind it.
Yes, we need that passion here. No, I really agree. I want to see a little bit more from Orangutan, just like that. 7 Fury as well. I have kind of the same point to say about both of these teams, right, is we're seeing very short, direct rotations. Going back to that rotational angle here is I want to see more proactivity from them in general, because I feel like they're kind of holding back, and like, if we can survive to the late stage, then we're actually going to be able to do something and play more. And I'm like, no, you got to wrap around those rotations. You got to find those third-party opportunities. That's really where you want to be going into the next 6 games.
And that's one thing with Furia that we want to see. We want to see that aggressiveness that we usually tend to see out of the Brazilian squads. And more than likely, we're going to end up seeing it today. And the thing, too, to keep in mind is if you're outside of the top 5 and you're not even close to the bottom 3, you got absolutely nothing to lose to fully send it to just try to make it to the top 5. It's either going to happen or not. And I know Kalari's got a chance to talk to the Fury coach.
Hi, Kalaris here at PMWC for day number 2 of the group stage here at EWC 26. I've got Knight with me from Furia. Let's talk about a few things from the games from yesterday, because we've got big expectations of Furia. I think you got a little bit unlucky with some of those circles as a whole and stuff like that. So can you talk to me about the team's outlook on what happened yesterday and the games in general?
I think we didn't have, we started well. We got 9 kills in the first game.
Sure.
But in the other 5 games, we couldn't actually develop our game like we were supposed to do. So I kind of felt that we were a little bit in different pace. So that was the main idea behind this today, bringing them all together. And also the fact that we were not used in the past 5 months to be in a bad position in the table. So this was kind of a new thing for us.
Yeah.
Because you were always qualified straight to the finals or in a top 3, 4, and find yourselves in bottom 15 or something like this. You were kind of, dude, what is going on?
Yeah.
And this make you feel a little bit outside of your comfort zone. But was good that happened the first day, because now we can take a deep breath, know that we just can go back anymore.
That's fair. So let's be a bit more specific then, right? The Erangel game, I thought that you guys, in the field Erangel game, you guys had a 2-2 split, which technically could be quite good, but you held it for a long time, and then obviously kind of got punished off the back of that. But what do you think about that game? Did you think the 2-2 split was too long? What's your perspective?
I think the idea was actually good because we would provide cover for each other.
Yeah.
The main problem was that Flash, they had so many space for them in the north side of the map. No one was putting pressure on them. So they ended up having the whole east side of the map.
Yeah.
So since no one is applying pressure on them, we were a little bit exposed for them pushing us, because they had one guy over the check in our right side. So the other 2 guys couldn't help the other 2 guys, so we were kind of splitted. But if there was any team like Nigma was applying a little bit of pressure on them, it would be a perfect split. This happens.
It happens. I think you're right. I think Flash had so much room to work with, so that really benefited them. And finally, the Miramar, Los Leones. Obviously, a bit of a hard time with Los Leones. I mean, for a lot of teams, right? It's always going to be difficult in an urban ending like that. You guys had a split across the warehouses outside Los Leones and inside Los Leones, which I think is smart if it shifts away, but then you kind of had a bit of a dysfunction at the junction, as it were. So talk to me about that.
So I think actually the idea wasn't to have this split, because the main problem was we had that idea of getting the building the exit of Los Leones, but 40 got ahead of us, so we had to do a quick change of position, and the last 2 guys were outside of the position to go inside Los Leones, so they have to go through the open field, and we eventually lost silence there. It was cut, and then Ayala I think almost lost his car, so he were unable to get back with the other 3 players. So we ended up all splitting in the map, and it wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But it happened, right? So you can just we did the VODs to prepare for if something goes like we weren't expecting, to have a backup plan. So let's regroup in another position. Let's find something a little bit there and be together as a team, right?
Fantastic. Big fight back for today?
I think we are more than capable of bouncing back. We have a very skillful team, and only depends of if we apply our game, the game that we're practicing, we definitely can be in the top 5 too.
Knight, amazing as always. Thank you very much here, and good luck for today.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thank you, Kalaris and Knight always giving out that good intel, and is a man with so much experience too.
He really is, and I just love that he's able to pinpoint the issues every single time, so you know that they're going to come out swinging on this day, put the ego aside, and hopefully jump up, maybe in top 5.
Maybe in top 5, go directly to that grand finals, but definitely stay away from this bottom 3, because this is day 2 of PMWC at EWC 26, and it's time we get started.
mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue for our day 2 of the PMWC group stage. Today, 5 teams will secure the spots into the finals.
They've had a taste of what it's like to compete on the Gadir City grid, but now it's time for Group A to show up or be shown the door.
And Barney, the standing can change very quickly, but one thing remains the same. Every team wants to avoid this bottom 3 at all costs.
Just 6 more maps will decide your fate, and if you weren't feeling the pressure yesterday, you're certainly going to be feeling it today, because keys are going to be crushed. And so, it's time to close out Group A with a bang, starting with Furia!
ESPORTS!
Team Flash!
Go team!
AGAL!
Thundertalk Gaming!
X-Force Rejects!
Kiwum Derricks!
Nigma Galaxy!
Four Tribes Esports!
Orangutan!
Gaming Stars!
Aurora Gaming!
Al Hula Club Esports!
Team RRQ!
And finally, Ulf Esports! We've reached the moment where every decision counts. Our players are ready to give it everything they've got and prove they belong at the top.
5 teams watch and wait from the finals lobby. 8 fight for survival and 3 are sent packing. It's time for day 2 of the PMWC group stage at EWC 2026. "32 teams from all over the world prepare for battle on the Gadir City grid over the next 4 days. Players from all corners of the world looking to make their mark and laser focused on the title of PMWC champion. DK Esports,
AGL! Team Flash!
Goat Team, Thundertalk Gaming, DRX,
Team RQ! Aurora Gaming!
This is the beginning of a lengthy journey to find the most talented team in the world.
Maple's got one of his own. Good shot on it. Could be fine. It's all. He gets one. Can he do the drop down? Can he hit the shot? DK Sassy. He's got them on a broadside. Oh, insult to injury. Take down the down player first. But it is a duo chicken dinner. Not quite connecting. The shotgun is ringing out over the bonnet. Nearly doing the work, but the explosion takes it down instead. A guy hit the shots with the shots all up the rim. Killer Joe gets it done. His days should be numbered. Wow. It gives him a reason to remember the name as well. Ragnarok's time as well as truly passed. There's the shot over onto Aurora. OG, bring it on home with the last chicken dinner in the day, Paris! You've been wonderful today, Paris. Give yourself a pat on the back. Man, it's insane.
Hi there, guys, and welcome back for day 2 here at PMWC at EWC. It is me, Blank, as well as Mr. Hodges, who's joining me here today. Very excited to get into this one. We have 6 more matches so far of Group A to get ourselves through today. there's a lot on the line for some of these teams, because some teams will be going home today. Some keys will be getting crushed, Hot Jukes.
That is correct. 3 to be exact. 3 teams, keys, dreams are going to be all done at the end of today. So this is a huge opportunity, right, to put yourselves in the running for that top 5. I mean, we still have 6 matches left to go. That's still plenty of time, right? Even for the teams all the way at the bottom to make it happen. But if you are in those bottom ranks, you really need to get it done here and now. Rondo is the match to do it.
We do have a Thunder Talks down towards the bottom side of the tables right now. It's a tough position to be in, right? Again, I think that China has come in swinging this time around, but has it been enough so far? One team is at risk of elimination right now. Alula, they were able to eliminate Alpha 7, but can they save themselves here right now, this year, to make their way through? I think that it's an interesting one, especially for Geeky. Again, there wasn't a massive amount of hopes and dreams laid on this team, but they have surprisingly performed so far. It's been nice to see they came out swinging with a chicken dinner at the start of the day yesterday.
Yeah.
But again, we talked about it during the STC Rewind. But
Rewind.
4 Thrives. Yeah. Rewind. 4 Thrives looking great. They are still looking great, and I think they will continue to look great going today. They had a strong Rondo. Do you think it's going to happen again?
It's going to be tough, right? I think that Rondo being that map that is so important here, I think everybody did their homework to another level last night, and are going to mix things up. I mean, I know one team in particular for sure is Enigma Galaxy, because they got taken out immediately on that Rondo there, and they said that, oh yeah, Team Flash, they hunted us down, and I think that the whole lobby at this stage, they saw that, right? They're like, you know what, we're at risk of this happening. You know, even 4 Thrives, I've got to maybe think twice here. So, hey, make those changes, make it happen, and get it done here for match number 1, as it looks like we got the plane going. Let's get this started.
And we are down towards the south portion of the map for day number 2. As we get into it, this is the last day for Group A, the last day for some of these teams to make their mark here and progress into the rest of PMWC. But for some teams, it will be the final hurdle that will trip them up. See what they can make happen. This is a difficult circle. There's a difficult playing path, here on Rondo down towards the south side. Doesn't really open up a lot of the northwest. There's going to be some long shoots here for some of our squads. Stadium a little bit hard to make your way on over. But for Enigma Galaxy, you hope that they have figured out a solution, potentially. Aurora as well. I don't think they were able to get as much action as they might have liked over towards Mulin. There was a lot of fighting in Neox Factory.
But yeah, you can see here, no double plane path, just the southern one. You can see the team starting to hop on out. You got to make sure that you protect that single player going for that recall. That is so important here.
No double plane paths.
Yeah, no double plane paths.
No, anymore.
No, that's right. That's correct. Yeah, nothing, not going to happen. We got just the single one here. And you know what? One opportunity for a lot of these teams, right, like we were talking about earlier, to get it done. And you can see that Neox Factory area is hot, as well as Dan Ching. And you can see Thunder Talk. That is the team that needs to make it happen here big time, getting into it with AGAL.
Scary team to get into it, though, because yesterday Maple looked fantastic on the initial approach. Ching underneath from Thunder Talk, but AJ does open up onto Maple of all teams. But I am getting word that is potentially a rehost coming through. We will wait and see. And it is the truth. We're not lying to you. So in the meantime, we will have to wait for that one. But I think most of the players probably not unhappy about that, considering it's quite a difficult plane to start things off down towards that south side in Danqing. It forced a lot of teams out of the way. But then we did get an eastern circle, which wasn't too bad for the squads.
Yeah, no big deal here. You know what I'm saying? We get a little bit more time to talk about these teams, get a little bit more time for these teams to kind of prep and figure out how they're going to make this happen here, because 24, they got just these next few hours to either stay here in Paris or go home. And they want to definitely extend that life just a little bit further here. So looking at the leaderboards, let's break that down, right? So top 5, again, folks, those are going to be the ones moving straight to the finals. Bottom 3 are going home. That's it for today. And those teams in between heading into that survival stage. So you have in 5th place, KRX tied with Aurora with 47 points. OG with that chicken dinner on that last game, right? Were able to really make things happen. But it does look like we are hearing...
We lied.
Yeah, we lied. Psych!
We lied.
Psych!
We're back in.
We're here.
Disregard all previous conversation because we are back here on Rondo. I am excited for it to go to another rehearse though. But for the time being, we'll treat this as real life.
That's correct.
Real stakes on the line. Juicy stakes at that. As T24 opens up onto one now, looks for the second. It's going to be a hard push, but they cannot take him down. T24 brings the core in Neox.
I'll tell you what, 1v2, baby, that was real and that was live. That's how you get it done. T24 getting revenge for his teammates. Valak ends up going down, so they're stuck with 2. I'm sure IQ is going to be out there getting them back up here in just a couple of seconds with a beautiful play to start things off. The group of death has not disappointed at all.
And again, I mean, it made me laugh hearing Max say this is the deathy group. It is kind of, he's not wrong. T24 even taking a tumble there versus Ayala, who has been quite a strong member for Furious. Sadly, they are quite down on the numbers at the moment. Whoa!
Wait,
was that 4th drive just out?
What?
Okay, 4T struggle. T24 is able to get 2 Elins for them, but that is a disastrous result for them. You know, always difficult to see where other players went down. We did have a slight blackout during the middle of that, so couldn't quite see where the 4th player actually left, but it might have been Flash.
Yeah.
It may have been Flash again.
And we were just talking about that.
Yeah.
We're right. I was just saying, like, hey, you know what? Even if you're 4th drives, you got to be concerned here because you're at the top of the leaderboards. If someone's going to hunt you down, that's the squad to do it. And unfortunately for them, they go out early. Hey, huge opportunity, right, for these teams right below them to surpass them on the leaderboards.
Yeah, Rondo is like very much a good man for saving your run. A lot of times, Silence opening up. Yeah, Chief is down. We get a quick replay. This is Flower H. It's actually the fight versus Thunder Talk, which was going fairly badly. Now, Flower H was having an absolutely sick day yesterday in terms of the damage numbers, and that is a quick spin around. Did they fully go out, though? Let's take a quick look on the leaderboards. Yeah, all gamers, 4 players alive. They look good. They were able to reset on that one. That's fantastic.
That's what you have to do. I mean, I don't know where exactly IQ was because he wasn't in the fight with this team. But he was, I guess, trying to go to a recall tower, got caught out, unfortunately, and that's them done and dusted. Hey, the rest of the lock is still here, though, 15 teams. Allah, Claws, trying to hit some cheeky shots using that stairwell. Silence is down to 1 HP. He gets the knock, and Claws gets naded. The rest of the team, I think, is just a little bit too far to support. Actually, never mind. Yeah, right behind him. Quick is there to challenge Furia. Chief could throw down some smokes to try to get his teammate up here. But with, yeah, I think Quick is like, oof, this is a little bit too late to start this push.
Yeah, he's in the struggle bus now. And again, this is one of the situations where it's actually very hard to deal with it. Because the amount of sightlines you can kind of angle off here with the smokes, Quick's almost certainly going to go down. Silence just has to play the right-hand side. Chief just needs to eke his way up on the left-hand side here. He has to hit a nasty grenade to even hopefully clutch this one out, but he's only got one chance, and that's it. Stun grenade goes out. And a nade over the top of it, and he's forced off the edge here. So now they control the entirety of the high ground.
Yeah, and Aula, they need these points pretty bad now. Just with this performance alone, right? Just 3 eliminations that puts them out of that bottom 3. But you know, this is that opportunity to do such a good game that you on that back end. Quick gonna go ahead and hold behind this coverage. Yeah, Aula should be able to get everybody up. Chief running out this other angle, though, that's going to make things interesting. But you're right, yeah, Aula fully committed to Neox Factory, and so far it's working, and they are racking up the points.
Much needed points as well. And in 12th place, they have dragged themselves out of what was a danger zone earlier. Just Silence left remaining now, Sticky Bomb. No helmet, which is kind of the most disastrous thing about this. So many sidelines to deal with on the other side. Pretty hard approach, but they already got the reset in. Pull themselves back into play. That's over towards Fong Tun, though. Man, they got a journey ahead of them.
Yeah, they do. So that I was wondering, like, should Silence even think about, like, pushing this right now with the rest of his team so far away? Yeah, probably not. He needs to survive and hold on a little bit longer. You definitely want that recall life just for the time being. Next zone just popping up, goes dead center here.
The problem is you got that river just chopping right through the center of it. If that zone does hard shift on over to that left side, it's going to make things pretty difficult. But let's look at this here. Thunder Talk, X-Force Rejects. The team's at the bottom battling it out here. It looks like X-Force Rejects are going to get 3. Oh, getting shot in the back, though. That's Ulf from downtown. Sneaking that knock. But it looks like they should be able to get this res. Oh, actually, no, forget the res. They go for this in the final elimination. They say, we need these points. And AJ does a great job of holding him off with that shotgun.
That's what works for Way. Through the banister. Catches another. AJ looking good right now. Quick step out on the side. Could push over towards the stairs. Taking more damage coming through from Doc right now, but there are flushes to be had. More eliminations is all really Thunder Talk's looking for in this moment.
Don't see me. Don't see me. Reaper's like, I'm not here. I'm not here. Don't look. Don't turn around. Oh, did he miss him again? No, he spotted him there. So he gets the elimination. X-Force do get a little bit of time to now reset this and get this fight done. Shiba's running in all by himself, though. Got to be careful here as AJ is putting in the work. And he is taking on this squad all by himself. But finally, Shiba shuts him down.
Almost 1v4. Honestly, it was very, very close. It was the fact that he got that cheeky angle through the door frame. That might have just been a 1v4 coming through from AJ. I think X-Force Rejects should be able to get a reset on that one, but it feels very uncomfortable. Aurora's looking in that direction. Ulf's looking in that direction too. There is a lot of teams that have sight lines towards them. But you can see here Aurora and Ulf now on the move, so potentially the pressure got alleviated slightly over towards X-Force Rejects, but we'll wait and see.
Oh, that'd be a huge break for them if that's the case. Yeah, if you're X-Force Rejects, if you're Shiva, right now you're just like, where is the nearest recall tower? Problem is that we're already in stage 2, and with that water in the center of this area here, it's going to make it so difficult for him to find one. But we'll see if that does end up being the case. Looking on over to Aurora. Top with 3 eliminations to start things off, looking very, very good here. Quick getting a knock onto Silent, so it looks like Aula is going to be challenging that last player of Furia. They ended up getting that. And now, as a matter of fact, Igor is starting to get in the rest of the zone, but the other 2 are still deep, deep in the blue.
Yeah, I mean, for Fury, it's going to be a while till they actually get themselves in a position where they can play this one out. Right now, it's a lot of driving. A lot of gasoline required too. Enigma Galaxy's still doing the weird thing though. They're doing these 2-2 splits where they send 2 players very far and then they got stragglers behind. I can't tell if it's to try and secure location far side of the circle and then hopefully cut in towards the other side sooner as the circle pops. But it's super risky. It's a really, really super risky strategy. It's working out right now. And they're playing it decently. But again, Ralph's the same dude who came up with the heel straps.
Right? Yeah,
which was real corny. But he's all for corny strategies, but they work. They do work.
So, sometimes you got to think outside the box, and
Yeah, well, maybe he's an innovator. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe corny is not the way you call it.
Who knows, right? I mean, you know what? It's one of those 50-50s, right? If it doesn't work out, he's an idiot, and if it does work out, he's a genius, right?
Yeah.
So that's
I know he's a genius.
Yeah,
so,
now
yeah.
he nailed it, right? So with this hard shift on over to the left side, that's going to make things pretty tough as the water is in play. Let's see what Ralph can do if he can bring out some more of those 1,000 IQ plays. He's going to be holding this dip right now. And we're going to see Aurora right down the road from Briefus, putting on a little bit of suppressive fire, holding this coverage for now, just making it annoying for Ralph to move.
Briefus yesterday, an immortal man in the lobby. Difficult to remove him here on Rondo, last pair alive, but was such a problem for RRQ for such a long time. There's a bit more loot on side, but you're right. What we have now, and you alluded to it earlier, is just the river that cuts right through. Plenty of water involved. Hard gamble to make. I think most teams are trying to secure over towards the eastern side here. It does have more land mass involved, so they're hoping for the switchback on that way, but this could easily pull left.
Oh, man. So this is like, you literally have to it's a coin toss at this point, right? You just have to pick a spot, hope that circle comes your way. If not, it's going to make these difficult. Lord said, I do not like that gas can. Get it out of here. and make sure that we get some terraforming going, because we're going to need all the room that we can get. This circle was actually a huge one for Al-Ula, because they have pretty much that entire side of the river to themselves. Considering where they're at the start of the day, this is their chance, honestly. I think you had a rough day one, utilize this opportunity to its maximum potential, and at least secure your tournament life a little bit longer.
There's still a couple of entryways back over towards the western side, but you're right. I mean, right now, Alula, not only do they have a decent spot, they've got a compound, they've got a high ground to work with, but it does require them to win the coin flip.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the main problem they're running into at the moment. But there is a bridge down towards that south side. There's a bridge on the north too. There is going to be a big old queue in the process of trying to get back over towards the west. We've got to wait for this next circle first, which will be hitting us real shortly.
Let's see. Where's it going? Will Alula win the coin flip? And boom! They have nailed it here. So it is a rock solid position for them. You can see Quick, he started moving around. He's excited. He's like, all right, boys, let's get this going. This is our game here. As you see all those teams on the south, OG, Ulf, KRX, all going to have to start pushing on up. Ooh, Quick moving outside of the zone here. They're going to take that edge. Just looking for that. Maybe possibly gatekeep some of these teams pushing in from the south side.
Yeah, they have to hold it out, right? It's actually, there is a playable space down here towards the river where you can actually just play underneath Alula. And she saw Fourth Rise play a very similar position earlier this year. Get a really big game off the back of it. Aru's going to send forward though. He's swinging past on that western side. Yeah, OG, Alula, both really are benefiting off the back of this circle. I do like that Alula just decided, you know, let's just take the compound over towards the west here. Let's not try and spread out too much. Already know that practically 20% of the circle is unplayable. We're not going to be greedy on space taking, especially where we are on the leaderboard too. Let's not rock the boat too much.
Not a bad idea. Yeah, I think there are some teams that get in positions that are so dominant and they just spread themselves too thin. So I like the fact that they are playing it together, but I don't want them to play super passive, right? You still utilize this opportunity to hunt down as many eliminations as you can. See how that ends up working out though, as we're looking at RRQ Goat making some shots. This is going to be on the north side of the circle here. Forced through the tree line.
No way.
Yeah, get some nice shots, and Goat team are putting in some serious work on the RRQ, but a 1v2 could happen. Moxie hopping in the vehicle, and we're going to see RRQ get out of here.
I mean, very, very typical Lepar behavior there. Very aggressive. Nerf's going to send over the top. Has the S12K, finds another. Looks good. So we're going to deal with one player off in the distance. Down to just a solo now. No real chance, honestly, at a recall beacon. Has to fight off place from the low ground. JS9 in play. And just leaves the spray going. 7 elims now for Goat. And honestly, this looks like a good game for Goat. It's an okay game. I think what I noticed from yesterday was that their highs were very high. Yep. Their lows were super low. I mean, we were 15, 16 places, 2 elims, 1 elim. But yeah, so that's the variance they need to deal with. Kiki, on the other hand, looking over towards Gaming Stars.
Sashi putting in that work, nades ringing out all over the place here. And now this is where everyone's starting to head. They want to get those third parties going. And KRX are going to be pushing up on them little by little. You got Enigma Galaxy right next to him as well. Gaming Star Yusuf, last player up, trying to get in the 1v1. He gets some good shot up with that S12K. Gets that thirst, he needs that point. Oh, but that nade is gonna shut him down. That's QXZZ getting it done. And now Hoxie's like, all right, let's finish this out here. Let's get these points and secure this position. Ragnarok said, you know what, you can have it, I'm out of here.
For a South Korean team, like KRX, it's really nice to see some of the aggression that comes through. I think it used to be before where a lot of South Korean squads would get an initial knock and then not really do anything with it, but KRX is very quick to maybe not fully commit, but see what's available, right? What are the opportunities? What are the options there? So I'll always send one player forward to have a little sniff, you know, peeking. So I like it. I do like it from KRX, but now they're up against Enigma Galaxy, who are playing on their northern edge. Next circle pops and it's still dead central on this river. It's so uncomfortable.
Such a tough circle. Team Flash are just going to be holding this high ground for now. Even though the zone is going to be closing, they're like, yeah, let's just try to put as much pressure as we can, and then we're going to push into the zone at the last second. I mean, yeah, win And Squad are starting to steal some of these eliminations. This is very difficult for Enigma Galaxy. Yeah, they're just having to straight hit the deck. And look at those angles. These sight lines from Team Flash are disgusting.
Yeah, both are some good shots down there, but right now Enigma Galaxy is essentially just weathering the storm. They know they can just keep dropping the smokes, but how many smokes they got left remaining? Eventually, the Flash are going to have to pull off this spot, but in tandem with KRX, Enigma Galaxy, and Flash all at the same time. Satan stays alive, barest amount of HP. The blue does slowly march towards him like a tsunami.
And this blue zone's gonna hurt, that's for sure. So Satan and Squad need to start getting moving here. Vinny right behind him. He's gonna have to make this push. He's running in through the smokes here. He's getting pieced up little by little. We're gonna switch on over to top. Vinny does get knocked, but Team Flash are able to get into this circle cleanly, and they're gonna be gatekeeping whoever is gonna be the winners of this fight. Right now, it looks like Enigma Galaxy might just be it, as it's just Hoxie up for KRX. Now that nade just a little bit too far away, but this is a terrible fight for both these guys. They need to finish this out as soon as possible. The blue zone is creeping in. Hoxie gets another knock, and now it's just Lord, but oh, Hoxie getting shot all the way from Aurora is gonna shut him down.
It's a horrendous cross, right? You've got the higher ground that drops down towards the low. Everyone's trying to get in together. I don't think anyone makes that run. Again, this is such an RNG circle. A lot of teams are going to suffer because of it. I mean, Alula as well as OG both took a gamble on the western side. Massively paid off. I like how OG's moved up on towards this northern edge, though. They have a lot of teams they need to deal with in the future. But right now, it's about living. Just survive. If you can get that survival into the late game, fair enough to you.
Oh, Reefus, perfect nade there from Wolf. Let's see how this one looks. Good bounce, too, man. Wolf on point, throwing some heat-seeking missiles from across the map there. Doc's trying to get a little bit of revenge for Reefus, but they are doing great. Aurora, 10 eliminations. This is what we like to see from this squad.
Yeah, they show up during groups, man. That's for sure. Now, I think the team that I didn't expect to be showing up right now is Furia. They're on the northern side, over towards the western edge of these bits of landmass, which is quite cool to see Furia being the team that makes it. Man, they had been walking, they had been driving.
Yeah.
It has been cross-country for this team, but they brought the right trainers, they brought the right tires, and they are here to play right now.
And Alulas were really aggressive at the start of this. And then once they got the zone, they kind of just slowed things down. They still have a few eliminations here, but now they're down to 2 players and forced to give up all of this real estate. Furia, though, with 6. They are looking really good to start things off here. Unfortunately, yesterday, just kind of a very mid-day overall, in the middle of the leaderboards. But this could be their chance to push them up to the top.
Yeah, if it was super meh, I think that's fair enough to say, especially from Furia. We expect a lot more from this team, and again, this is the resilience that I expected to see from Furia, is you cannot count this team out until the final bell rings. But then they're looking over towards Alula right now. They're even trying to wrap over towards that western side slightly, which is cool to see. But we're up against Aurora. We're on board with Eren. It could get explosive.
Let's see Eren up close and personal. He caught top with a lay down. Beautiful placement there from Eren. Oh, nice little shots from Zol. He's going to go ahead and go for the quick first aid.
No.
But it ain't going to be fast enough. Oh, gee.
Good shot from a tanky, though.
Yeah, that's how you do it there. You can steal as many eliminations as you can. Take it. Zol with the angles, catches Scarface. And again, right? Third party after third party. Flash are right there to disrupt this fight.
I mean, no one survives on this eastern side. And it's so undetermined where this circle is going to end for so long that I can't really fault any of the teams on the eastern side for how this goes down. OG's doing the right thing, though, trying to make as many points as possible and grab as much value off this position as possible, too, knowing that any team on the eastern side very unlikely to make it through. Ulf did send a rogue agent over towards the western side in catch, though.
Ooh, an underwater agent right there. He is swimming for his life right now, just trying to sneak some extra placement points possibly. And yeah, he's going to be the last player up for. Oh, you got Eren there in the water as well. Catch, maybe thinking about going for that res in the water. We'll see. But you got Team Flash looking to go fishing here. Let's see if he's able to get that res though. Looks like he just might.
Yeah, he swims across to him. possible to do. It's a real question whether Flash actually sees it or not, but they do have a knocked player who's bleeding out. So they're a bit preoccupied at the moment and will likely need to figure out what's going on in the next circle too. Silence finds Quick. Catch goes down to win. But they're not out yet just because Aaron actually got rezzed in that short moment.
Got him.
Silence gets knocked. That's from AKOP from OG. Goodness me, these guys are really racking up the points here and there, consistently having a good idea of what's going on around them inside the circle. It's nice to see. It really is.
Yeah, and it's perfect for them, right? Considering that all the top 5 are now completely out. So OG really need to dominate right here. They got 2 eliminations so far. We got Flash right underneath you with 8. So if you're OG, you still have all 4 players up. Clean up this entire side of the map first, and then figure it out later. This is their chance, though. These guys are looking great, and a great opportunity for Furia. We were talking about it yesterday. They were chasing zones all dang day. Now they have the position. What could they do with it? That's the question.
Push down over towards that high ground that looks over towards the Flash. They try and cross the road. Circle moves down towards the south side. OG's throwing a bone here. But there was some complaints yesterday about some of the passivity coming through from OG, which I think that they were able to correct a lot as we went throughout the day. And even during this game, you can see there's been a lot of effort been put into that. So for OG right now, we need more of that proactivity right now, though. I truly believe this is a game that they can win. They have the circle to work with it. Fury's coming in from that north side, though, and they're looking hot this game.
Yeah, OG, you have it all right now, right? Turn that aggression up to 11. Soak up those eliminations. Get that win.
Get that back-to-back, basically.
Right. Yeah, back-to-back chicken dinners, right? They won the last one yesterday. This one will just solidify them here and definitely put them in that running in just 2 matches for that top 5. Let's see what they can do, though. As we all got Furia up on the north. Flash trying to find a way into the circle. They're forced to swim it out. Igor going fishing there. He's getting some hit markers on the bows, but not able to take them out.
You really do become curious about the ammo counts on some of these teams because it's been a ton of movement around the map. Aru's moving forward, he's got nades, got molotovs, he's looking.
There we go.
Sitting pretty right now. Ammo count does look a little bit low, but Aru with the underarm should be good to go directly on them. Aru picks up the double. But this guy is leading OG to victory.
Let's get it going. The crowd getting hyped on that one. Perfect toss there. Furia, though, they're looking to get in the mix here. Some nice shots from the Flash. Going to make it a little bit tough. They're going to have to hit the deck. Igor with the nade. Oh, but that vehicle is on fire. It looks like he is able to get to safety just barely.
Okay. Dude, Aru is going absolutely nutty in these games. A nade comes across, and Furia is silenced in the final moments of these games. The Flash now underneath looking to push up. OG holding them back at the gates. From Miramar to Rondo, can they do it all here?
Back-to-back chicken dinners are in their future, and the future is now. Can they grasp it as Team Flash rocking a 3-1 split here? You got WizGod. Gonna have to watch out for that nade, that air burst a little bit too far away. And now Aru, man, putting in the work for his team. They gotta be careful though. Here they go. They have the high ground. What can they do with it? Now, Tops from that off angle, making it a little bit difficult for them to peek over the hill. But here we go. The battle starting to ring out.
Bandy's all that's left on side at the moment. S12K Silence looking to quieten down the run coming through from India, but it's not happening. They will not be silenced. They will not be shut up here. Aru still going strong. A tanky underneath, looking to get the shots in. The Flash moves around the side. He's whipping the shots, unfortunately. But finally, they will hit the last shot. India grabs the back-to-back from day 1 to day 2. This team looks clean. And the crowd goes wild. OG, 2 chicken dinners in a row. They finished out the day strong yesterday, and they started the strongest today here in the final day of Group A. And now the whole lobby has been put on notice. I mean, it's good at the moment. Aru looks like an arrow right now, and he's got purpose flying.
उसमें जरूरत तो है नहीं नहीं कह रहे गॉड लाइक को सपोर्ट करते हैं मेरा फिंगर दे दे कहाँ फिंगर मेरी इसी में था, ब्लू में था। नहीं है, मैं कितनी बार देखा हूँ। इसी में ही था। मुझे नहीं पता दूसरा ब्लू होएगा उसमें देख। मेरा नया वाला ब्लू। ये रह रही। चलो भाई मैच खेल दे थोड़ा। थोड़ा सा मैच खेलते हैं। क्या कर रहे हैं? इस पे होगा देख। कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण। ये क्या है भाई? ये कुछ नया है क्या? चलो भाई मैच खेल ले रहा। मैच खेलेंगे हम तो मैच खेलेंगे। शू 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 शू। भाई सोलो वर्सेस स्क्वाड है भाई।
Ah. Shoo 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 shoo. Shoo 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 shoo. Hello, bro. बेचारा मर गया क्या? मर गया शायद। Ta-na-na. Ta-na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na. आ रहा हूँ बेटा, रुक जा, आ रहा हूँ। सोलो सबको मार दूंगा। दो बंदे थे यार वहाँ पे। अरे यार फंसा दिए रे मेरे को साले। दो मिलके फंसा लिए साला। बाकी मेरे को रुकना ही नहीं चाहिए था, कवर में जाना चाहिए था। ओए खाचू छी। वो किधर है वो? अरे ये आ जा भाई। अच्छा भाई अच्छा, ऑटो मैचिंग ऑन था, कर दिया। चलो भाई। ये क्या है भाई? कितना? 5:30 बजे बंद करेंगे, फिर 8 बजे चालू करेंगे। ओ अब आए ना बड्डे लोग, बड्डी बड्डी बात है। तो वाओ नाइस। Here we go. This. अरे नहीं, अच्छा यहीं बैठा है। साउंड आ रहा था रे बाबा। La 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 la। अबे पहला बचने के लिए मेरे पास आते हैं फिर। कैसे कैसे लोग हैं भाई। क्या नशे हैं भाई। क्या ही बंदे भाई। दो उधर हैं। अरे यार उसके पास है क्या कुछ। Spider-Man, 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 Spider-Man. गाली दे रहा है. कहाँ से मार रहे हैं? एक नंबर कहाँ गया? अरे यार अरे चूतिया। कैसे मरेगा अभी देख कैसे मरेगा इस साला। ये रिकॉल करेगा नहीं करेगा मेरे को नहीं लगता करेगा। चुटिया। भाई देख ले भाई। भाई मैं गाड़ी लेके जाऊंगा भाई मेरे पास तो रिकॉल है वो येलो वाला। पर गाड़ी खड़ी है बे। उसको रिवाइव भी अरे ठीक है। अरे नहीं अरे नहीं रे कितने बंदे हैं? क्या खेलते भाई ये क्या है भाई भाई साहब you Spider-Man 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 कौन है वो कौन है कहाँ से स्पाइडरमैन 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 अरे यार उसको बचाने गया तब मेरी ही वाट लग गई ना 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 ये क्या है I am going in. I am also going in. चलो भाई भाई करो करो कवर करो भाई भाई बड़ी वाली बिल्डिंग पे उतरना है भाई कहीं के नहीं रहे भाई हम नीचे ही रहे दो चाकू स्पाइडरमैन स्पाइडरमैन अरे यार बस मैं वहां तक पहुंचा यस अब मार दे भाई हाँ अब मार दे वो कोई दिक्कत नहीं अब मार दे भाई कॉल मिल गया ना भाई मेरे को स्पाइडरमैन स्पाइडरमैन तीन बार कॉल कर दे एक ने मर गया भाई हग दिया मैंने हग दिया छुट्टियाँ मैं इसमें केडी पुश नहीं घंटा पुश होगा सारा प्रो I don't know. Maybe.
क्या खाएगा रे?
खाना
दाल खाएगा क्या खाएगा?
खाना खाना खाएंगे खाना। कितना बज गया?
7 बजा।
भाई सर का क्या हुआ क्या नहीं हुआ। क्या ओके भाई। भाई करो करो उसको ही फॉलो करो भाई। अरे चूतिया कहाँ से मार रहा है भाई। अरे यार ऊपर से लेट जाना चाहिए था मेरे को। तूफान में तो आ रहे हैं तुम्हारे तूफान के लिए दिखाने। तूफान फिर ऊपर चढ़ा होगा। तूफान गिरे दिखाएगा।
बज गया। चाय पिएगा?
अरे यार अरे यार क्या करें अभी। मस्त है भाई. यार ये पेटी तो बनती है ना लूटने. Bahan अरे क्यों उठाने गया यार मैं